Hello. Welcome. Wait for it. There it is. Okay. How's it going? I'm very curious to see how popular this stream is because it's not a Pokemon stream or Pokemon related. It's never a Pokemon stream. It's a Game Boy modding stream. But I'm curious to see if Mother 3 Game Boy Advance actually brings in viewers or not. I've been saving this for hopefully a time when people or when Nintendo would actually put this on Switch Online or something. And they did a while back, but only for Japan. And so I was just like, Yesterday was the 18th anniversary. Close enough. The 18th anniversary, right? I don't know. I have never played a Mother or Earthbound game. That was a joke, that option for Earthbound. Anyways, I thought it was funny, but I know someone's going to be like, it's the same game, right? Anyways, we've got the Earthbound Game Boy Advance right here. This will probably be the only time I ever do it. So just be aware of that. If I ever do it again, I don't know if I would get the box, which there isn't a ton to the box here, but it's still cool looking nonetheless. And it comes with this that is always slightly off and it bugs me. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to put all of the box stuff off to the side. Got some dust marks on it that aren't wiping off. Nice. But yeah, there's that. And then we're going to do this one as well today. I'm kind of feeling just keeping the regular buttons. It's very close to the original Midnight Blue. I think it's called Midnight Blue. It's not quite the same. Because I think the original is a little more glossy. This one's a little more matte. But I think this looks cleaner. I think it looks good with the gray buttons. I think I'm going to keep the gray buttons. Yeah. I don't know. Unless a lot of you are like, no, get different color buttons. Probably stick with the grays. I'll get out some of the things. Some of the new stuff. Which is mostly just, I did these two over the week, not weekend, week. This is a V2 all clear black and an all yellow V5. I think that's the only new ones. Have I shown this one off yet? I think I did this last week, but white and purple Game Boy Color. I like this one. I don't know if I've shown this one off. They're all listed right now, retroremaster.com, link in the description, but I need to put a battery in this one. It will come with a battery and a charger, and this is back in stock. Another one of these, retroremaster.com. I will probably be doing more SPs either tonight or tomorrow, sometime this week, to fill out that stuff. Yeah. People have been buying stuff, maybe because it's tax season, or refund season, I should say. But I'm going to talk about this poll, and then I'm going to say everybody's name in the chat. And so if you want me to say your name in the chat, say something right now. Or if you want me to say your name out loud, say something in the chat now. I'm a professional streamer, ladies and gentlemen. Ending the poll. 67% of you liked it. I mean, it is a stream where I'm advertising Mother 3. I had a feeling a lot of you, the majority of you, would like it. 4% of you are funny, and 29% of you are like me and don't really care about the series. But hey, if you want to buy this, I would be glad, or I'd be happy to make money off you. I also forgot, I need to grab some mod kits, because kind of need those. I forget that I separate those because I have so many Game Boy Advance mod kits. But anyways, Harry, I got it the first time. I appreciate it, but we went over this last time. I will read the chats eventually, and if I don't, oh well, it's not the end of the world. We've got Harry, Saga Frontier, Batson 21. We got Mark, Fleetwood Poliwhirl, Joshua, Gabrielle, DTA Games, and my mom. Hello. Okay. Let's see if we've got anything important to go over. Mother 3 in English win, please, Nintendo. There's a fan translation. Yeah, fan translation. I know that. That's about all I know about the Mother series. I didn't know that. Is it Lucas? Dude, it's been so long since I even played Smash. This is bad. I didn't know that he was only in Mother 3, which it just makes it so much funnier to me. Is the paint of the shell damaged, or is it meant to look like that? The white around it, I think it's supposed to be something with the game. I think it's supposed to be like that. It does look damaged though. It's not. I think it's intentional. I've not played the game. I don't know the reference, if there is a reference. Thanks for your highly detailed tutorials. Thank you. Just bought a Game Boy in Japan. My AliExpress package with the mods are in transit. You gave me courage to mod it. I'm glad I could help. Don't mess up the box, my dude. It's already messed up a little bit. That is not my fault. It is just a little scuffed. It's not like scratched or anything. Let's see if I can zoom in and show this off. You can just kind of see some of the lines on it. Just happens. I was trying to wipe it off. There's just like dust lines on it, and from getting shipped from China, it just got a little messed up. That's all right. Hello, Jake. My GBC with OLED doesn't have enough power to start with a flash card. I have already replaced the capacitors and fuses. It doesn't work with batteries or LADAs. That is interesting. How old are your batteries? Because to me, that would be, well, yeah, I mean, if your batteries are really old, then that would be a problem. If you've already tried alkaline, like fresh alkaline batteries, then, and it's still doing that, I have no idea. Even at like the lowest brightness, it's still not doing it. But that doesn't make sense to me because OLEDs are still super efficient. I didn't have a problem with mine. I don't know if you're using an EverDrive or what, but I have the Easy Flash. I think it's Easy Flash Junior, and it worked just fine. A lot of the footage from my video on it is using the flash card. So I don't really know. I don't think it would be a capacitor or a fuse problem, though. EverDrive in your OLED GBC is fine? Yeah, interesting. You were a little delayed there, Matthias. Matthias? Mathis? Judge Mathis? I don't think I've ever seen that name before. But hello. Welcome. I apologize. Okay. Let's get to tearing these things down. Screwdriver. Ouch. Just hit my mic. Probably heard that. But, I think one of these I do need to clean the power switch on, so we'll go over that a little bit. I just dropped the in-depth tutorial for the Game Boy Advance, so I mean, I guess I could do a mini in-depth tutorial for this, but meh. I do enjoy doing those live for some reason, but it's a little different with two. If I was just doing one at a time, but I kind of want to do both these at the same time today. DC! Oh, okay, you're a little behind in the live stream. That's all right. There's also a 10-second-ish delay on these streams. But to answer your question, DC, we're doing 2 V2 mods. One of them being Mother 3. Mother 3. I'm also realizing I don't know. I want to say this isn't the right screen lens for the V2, but that's all right. I still have plenty of glass screen lenses for it somewhere. Am I peaking at all? Because I feel like the mic is a little close. And I did pump up the gain a little bit. Austria. I was about to quote Dumb and Dumber there. I will hold myself back there. Mikey's fine. Cool. And there's my dad with the... Wouldn't it be an in shallow tutorial? Anyways. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm really happy. The latest round of Game Boy Advances that I bought, they're all 40 pins. So I like 40 pins. I prefer 40 pins. I don't know if there's any like real difference to most people. Why I like 40 pins is specifically for this kit. If I know one of them's a 32 pin, I will save it for a V5 kit. Not for efficiency or anything, literally just because it's a pain in the butt with this ribbon cable to do a 32 pin mod. I think the in-depth tutorial this time around was a 32 pin, which was a good thing because 32 pins are harder, 40 pins are easier, and I had to show it off. Other than that, I have no idea if there's actually any real difference. I don't know why one of them's 40 pin and one of them's 32. I assume it originally was 40 pin and they went to 32, or maybe I was gonna say maybe it's a regional difference, but that doesn't really make sense. Most of them I get are from Japan. And I don't know if it's like a older revision or a newer revision thing. I think they're just kind of throughout both. This is a 03, this is a 01. And they're both 40 pins. I don't know. If anybody knows, it'd be cool to know. My day's been good, Tonio. Hasn't been much to the day. I hope yours is doing good. Doing well. Doing well. That's better English. Brand new batteries, not the cheap ones with the lowest brightness on the OLED. I can start it, but only without the SD card inserted. Interesting. Do you have a preferred power regulator for the GBC with mods? Not really. I don't really use them. Yeah, there's only been like a couple times I've ever used one, and it. Well, I used Helder's like add-on thing once, and I don't think it worked one of the times, and then I ended up breaking the ribbon cable because of soldering and resoldering so much, desoldering and resoldering so much. If you want to go with a lipo mod, then I would recommend Natalie's Safer Charge. If you want to keep like double A's, I think the Frogulator is probably a good bet from Froggo Customs. But yeah, I haven't used the Frogulator, to be fair. I have used his power LED mod before, but I've not done anything with power and his mods. So I don't know. I wish I could give you better info. Okay. Let's just put all of this off to the side. I don't... How do I say this? I don't think we're going to run into the problem here today, because these screws are fine. But High-Speed Edo with their V5 kits and the shells that come with them, they have swapped to a different set of screws, and they're not good. They're not gonna strip or anything. At least I haven't run into that issue yet. But it's like, I think the screws are too big for the holes in the shell, and I don't know why they're swapped to them, because I believe this is also from High Speed Edo. I could be wrong, but these screws were fine. But they're a little too thick. It's mostly a problem with the Phillips screws that they include. But yeah, I've been thinking of just only going with the original screws when it comes to that set of screws. But like the ones that are included with like the funny playing shells and stuff, those are fine. The UV printed ones are usually fine. The V2 ones, usually fine. Okay. Guess I can open this one up too. Any leads on UV printed shells in Europe? No. I wish I could help you. I know Retro Game Repair Shop does custom UV prints, and admittedly they are a little slow to ship out no matter where you live. But that's probably just a staffing issue. Anyways, they do custom UV prints, and I know that's gonna be extra lead time too. But they do ship internationally, as far as I'm aware. Maybe not every single country in the world, but probably every major country in the world. You're just gonna pay a little extra and wait a little extra. But you can use code Jake to save 10%. Is it 10%? Yeah, 10%. Sometimes I get confused on which one's 10 and which one's 5. I'm honestly kind of surprised that Retro Modding has never done the custom UV print route, since they've got a UV printer, but I could see it being a pain in the butt. I don't know what is with this film here. It's like bending. Doesn't matter. Okay, I was gonna say, did we hit the end of the music? I know most people don't really hear the music. Probably more of a if you're wearing headphones or you're blasting this stream for some reason, but pretty much the only reason I have it is because I don't want to talk 24/7 on the stream. Sometimes I need to focus on lining things up. All right, it's about to connect that. Not yet. Okay, let's get all of those stacked up over there. Actually, you know what? Let's do... This was the one that needed the power switch cleaning. So let's do that real quick. Because it'll be easier to do it now. But Question, can you use rechargeable batteries in this console fix instead of regular ones? In this one, like today, no, I don't have any. I don't stock any battery mods. I don't prefer them. Plus, with like shipping stuff, it can be a little not fun. But the good news with Game Boy Advance is their drop-in. So if you want it, you can buy the funny playing drop-in one and just get a matching battery cover, or trim the hole yourself if you really want to, and you can add it yourself. So if that was your question, is it possible? The answer is yes. Am I going to do it? The answer is no. Oh, it's actually not that bad. This is one of the cleaner power switches. It's like... It's only dirty on this side towards the on side. So that's pretty good. It's like Matthew in English. I figured. But you don't... I'm assuming you don't say it as Matthew. But I can call you Matthew if you want. Do you work on customer orders at all? Would it... Like custom orders? No. This is for people to buy. This will be available to purchase at the end. And... I will say that here, the GameCubes are now, at least for a limited time, maybe forever. I'm testing out GameCubes being made to order. I was gonna do a GameCube today, but I sold the Gengar and another Game Boy Advance yesterday, so I was like, okay, I'll do Game Boy Advances because it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done... Actually, this might be the first stream this year that I've done a regular Game Boy Advance and not the funny playing ones. I'm gonna get out the fiberglass pen because there's just a little bit... Yeah, dude, this just takes care of that dirt. No problem. Yeah, GameCubes are made to order, and I will still do them like on stream sometimes, even if someone buys one and I don't have it ready to go, then I might just do it on stream for fun. And then the GameCube that I was gonna do today is a 101 mod or model, and like for odd things like that where I'm going to actually reuse the shell, then I'll probably, those will be just ready to go. And sometimes I'll just have GameCubes pre-modded, but I just have them all listed and all the shells are stocked on the website. And then I'll just mod them as they're sold if I don't have them pre-modded. If that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Fiberglass pen, I need that back. I like to use the fiberglass pen on the actual power switch piece here, because that is pretty dirty. I don't know if this is going to be remotely in focus, but just lightly doing that back and forth a couple of times. A little bit of to get the fiberglass fly off of there. We can put that back in, and even though it was working totally fine before, it's going to work totally fine for the next 20 or so years. Maybe not as long, maybe longer, I don't know. Depends on how much you play it. The other one I've already done this too, but I just didn't really clean the power switches. I've been lazy on cleaning power switches lately. So every order has a clean power switch when they're shipped out. It's just the Game Boys that have not been modded, not all of them have clean power switches right now. Partially laziness, but also I kind of want to go back to cleaning them on stream to show it off, because I do think it's really important, and I don't think enough people do it. So doing it on camera might get people to do it more to their mods. And if you sell mods and you don't clean your power switch, you stink. Sorry to be rude like that. Okay. Let's do the soldering now that I've put the soldering iron away. Gonna heat that back up. We can put a little fluxy flux down on all these pads. Don't need flux, but it's a fun little tool to use, because that way I can just go real fast. See how simple and easy that is when you use flux? Is it much smokier? Absolutely. Is it bad for your lungs? Potentially. Don't breathe it in. Be in a well-ventilated area. Oops. Gosh darn it. It's always hard to do these. Holding it out to the right with my left hand while soldering with my right. But soldering it this way makes it a lot easier for the rest of the mod. There we go. And then grab the select wire. Boom. There we go. I'm literally just tapping. I know that was really zoomed out, but I'm just tapping the soldering iron to the solder. That's how awesome Flux is. Rux! He's awake! Have you only been able to find clicky replacements for L and R buttons? it's easier to find clicky replacements. Honestly, I haven't looked that hard for LNR replacements for the regular GBA. I have, those are capacitors. We got SP capacitors right here, but somewhere in my mess of little baggies, I've got SP LNR buttons, which are the same but different. These ones are a little longer, and plus the backing behind it is a little different. The grounding, little shaped a little differently. So usually what I do is if I need to replace one of these, I just remove the whole thing and I only solder in the front portion, the actual button, the actual switch, and then I'll remove this rubber piece and swap it with the SP one, so that it's like nothing ever changed. And it's still not clicky, because I don't like the clicky ones. I know some people do, but I'm trying to make the world a better place. So, okay, let's put these off to a side. I'm actually gonna clean that off real quick. And then, I don't know why I zoomed in. Let's keep it zoomed out a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and take these side pieces out because it's going to be a little annoying to deal with, because they're probably just going to fall out anyways. I'm going to get out some flush cutters, and we've got one little piece right here to take care of. It's right there, and I'm also going to take care of this side. I do it off camera because the plastic will fly when you cut it sometimes, not every time. And we're going to use one of those acrylic side pieces in a second here. We're going to do the same thing. This one's the better one for V2s, but we're still going to take the LNR and side pieces out, put those off to the side. We don't need to do any trimming with this one, so I'm going to put my flush cutters away. I'll go ahead and get the screws out. These are the good screws. These are the best ones. I'm going to put the light pipes in here as well before I forget. I cannot believe, spoiler warning for Friday's video if you didn't watch it, but I cannot believe I forgot the light pipe. I've been so good about it, and I forget it on the tutorial. SMH. Now I can't peel this. Made to order beef patty melt with a side of tater tots. I like tots. Yeah, the clickies are just loud, and they also just don't have as much travel. It just doesn't feel right. I know some people want like less travel with their LNR buttons, but like, we're not playing some competitive game where you need less. You need a hair trigger on your Game Boy Advance. Come on now. You're just making it more annoying for everybody else within earshot if you like your clicky buttons on your Game Boy Advance. Also, this Friday for the members, I've been pretty good lately. I should say that I forgot to post it on the Friday before for the last video, but it was just the in-depth tutorial. I don't think anybody was really wanting to see that a week early. But I've been pretty good about getting videos up early for the members. And this Friday, the Bai video, the part 2 to the Sendico video, the series that I've started on this channel, that goes up on Friday for the members exclusively, and then the next Friday it'll be up for everybody. But if you want to see that early, excuse me, burp snuck up on me. If you want to see that early, then you can join the mod squad. I don't know why I peeled that before clicking this in. Could have been dangerous. Could have put a thumbprint on it. We'll do that here. No, we're not going to do that here. We're going to do it right here. Better out than in. Exactly. I always say. I haven't even heard of that game. What is... Oh, dang it, I didn't put the spacer in. There we go. Okay. Let's put the buttons in, and then we can put the screen lens on after that. I come from Indonesia. I want to learn how to modify GBA screen to be screen with light, but in Indonesia, it's difficult to find a Game Boy Advance screen with light. I don't know what your importing laws are, but AliExpress has a lot of them. And I'm sure it'd probably be faster to get something from China to you than to get it to me. Could be wrong, though. I do have a question for I miss feeling old in this chat. What is Metabots? I don't know. Never heard of it. Obviously, it's a Game Boy Advance game. At least I'm assuming it's a Game Boy Advance game. If it's not, then that joke didn't make any sense. What was I gonna say? But anyways, I need some help from my nerdiest of viewers, my networking nerds, my storage warriors. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I tweeted about this a while ago, because I was running out of storage. Then I rearranged and deleted some stuff. But last week I had a hard drive fail. Woo! I was able to recover the data, thankfully, at least the data that I cared about. And I have been wanting to get a NAS for a while. At least I think that's what I want. And the things I want to do with it are be able to edit video off of it, And I also would like to be able to back up all of my Blu-rays and play those on a Plex or Jellyfin type service. I don't know which one's better. I don't really know anything about that stuff. But that's what I would like to do with my server. I don't think there's anything else I really care to do with the server. But I don't really know what I'm doing in that area of the world. So if anybody has some suggestions, I don't really need that much space, but I also kind of want to future proof it. If I'm going to be spending the money, like I don't want to just get a two bay drive. But like right now, I don't have that much storage in my computer, but it's also like getting full again. And it's like I have a 2 terabyte hard drive. I have a 2 terabyte SSD and I have a 1 terabyte SSD. And then I also use an external 1 terabyte SSD that I edit off of because I will go back and forth between editing on my MacBook and my PC, which that just reminded me. I also want to be able to use that same footage on my MacBook. I don't know if wirelessly is a possibility. I'm assuming probably not. But yeah. If anybody has a solution for that, I watched a ton of video editing off of a NAS videos last night and a couple of home media server videos last night. And I just got really confused. That's all that happened. I don't have that many Blu-rays, okay? I mean, I'd probably end up collecting more, assuming that I liked ripping the Blu-rays. Okay, to be fair, I don't know how much space a Blu-ray takes up. I don't know what the max storage on a Blu-ray is. I'm using the wrong screws here. I don't think it really matters, but let's do the gold screws because that's what came with this one. That's the bottom screw. Take this screw out. Yeah, that's really tight in there. There it is. That's another cool use case for a NAS, using it for all my ROMs. I'd probably do that too. But my ROMs don't really take up that much space. As of right now. I haven't backed up every game that I own. But I'd like to do a video, maybe just for the second channel. But I'd like to do a video where I back up like every game I own. Or at least back up, like show off how to back up a game from like every console. At least every major console. I don't even have Saturn stuff, so I'm assuming that's just a simple CD backup. Blu-rays are usually 50 gigabytes. Holy crap. I've got GameCube ROMs, but like I think all of the GameCube games that I care about on my GameCube, because like I have a lot of GameCube games on my modded GameCube, but I want to say I only have a 64 gigabyte card on that. They're typically only like 1 to 2 gigs, I think. They're not very big, all things considered. I'm backing all these off a quarter turn. That should help with button presses. And now we can put, well, actually, I'm not going to put our side pieces on yet. I'll put the power switches in for fun. And we will do the soldering. Then we'll be done with the soldering. I do repair SPs too. If you're wanting to do it yourself, I would look at AliExpress. But I assume I can ship to Indonesia just fine if there's anything you like on my store. But I just don't do custom orders. Don't do custom orders. Don't take stuff in. And apparently I don't remember to turn on my soldering iron when I grab it. Oh, I was about to solder to the wrong spot. Anyways, this joint looks a little dull, so I'm gonna spruce it up a little bit. I almost made a big mistake. Look at that. Oops. There we go. Cool. Okay. That is it. I think my first step in NAS stuff would be to actually get Ethernet in the walls. Because I don't think I would want to have my NAS in my room with my computer. Also, like, do you have to have a NAS running 24/7? I guess if I was wanting to use or watch the movies anywhere, anytime, then yeah. But yeah, Ethernet is important. Okay. Yeah, I'm also realizing that maybe maybe backing up all of my movies would not be the best idea, because that would be a lot of storage. Not only Blu-rays, most of them are 4K Blu-rays. So I'd have to estimate how much that would actually cost in storage. More important to me is the video editing part. I'll worry more about the movie stuff as we get, as more companies start to take digital movies away. Because majority of the movies that I own also have a digital copy, so I can watch those on Movies Anywhere. Okay. Put that in. Swap to the Tri-Wing. Coming up on 52 minutes. Okay, well, they can hold up to that much. Doesn't mean they're all 100 gigabytes. Like, I don't think okay, for starters, I have the entire MCU on either 4K Blu-ray or regular Blu-ray. Thank you, Remy. $2 just to say sup? Thank you. Ah! What, is every movie gonna take up 100 gigabytes? Is that really how it's gonna be? I guess that makes sense. Now that I think about it, well, my videos are 1080p, and usually with how short my videos are, it's usually under a gig, maybe about a gig. But also, I know you can compress stuff and have encoding and blah blah blah, the smart people stuff. This just shows how little I know about all of this, and that's why I'm asking for help. The whole point of Blu-rays is to use less compression. My videos are compressed on YouTube. I guess I do use the YouTube preset when I export. So yeah, they're probably compressed. Yeah, so like, I don't care about like saving old projects. Wow, that was really delayed to show the Remy donation, but thanks again, Remy. But what was I gonna say? My largest 4K lossless rips is 75 gigs. Most are 40 to 50. Hmm. Yeah. So that would be a lot of storage space. Yeah, I feel like you'd have to compress to even keep it financially viable. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Uh, the I don't need that much storage for the video editing side of things, and that's really the more important thing to me. And so that's why I'm like debating whether or not I even need a NAS or if I should just get a couple of big boy hard drives. But at the same time, I would like to edit off of them, and so like speed would be nice. I don't want to get like I guess I could get just like internal SSDs, and that would probably be better. I haven't looked at prices of those, but I want to be able to edit off of something mainly to pull like old footage from YouTube videos. And I don't save everything. I don't save project files really. Well, project files are very small. Eventually, I go back and delete them, like, especially the autosave stuff. But I will delete all of my A-roll, my audio, and stuff from projects. The only thing I keep, and I've been keeping for the past year and a half, is B-roll, because that's really for the most part, that's the only thing I ever go back to like take and reuse is B-roll. And just it's nice to be able to just grab the B-roll clips instead of hoping that it's long enough in an old video and I can reuse it in the video that I'm using. Sometimes I still have to do that. Yeah, let's put the sticker on. But it's mostly for B-roll. But even then, my B-roll folders are like 500 gigabytes now. Probably more than that. Can companies just make these freaking stickers a little bit smaller than the cutout for them? So they actually fit in the dang spot. Man, it drives me crazy sometimes. Like this one, perfectly placed, perfectly centered. It's great. You can see a little bit of red, a little glossy red around it before it turns back into the matte finish. Because that's the right size. This is not even like well cut. It is a little bigger in some parts. And the like edges are off. Whatever. It looks fine, but if you stare at it for too long, it doesn't. Either way, we got some lenses to put on. If 4K Netflix streams use 8 to 16 megabits per second, a UHD Blu-ray uses 96. Yeah. Okay. Also, bits versus bytes just pisses me off. Is so stupid. Why is it a thing? Why do we need a megabit and a megabyte? Why do we need a gigabit and a gigabyte? It's just a bit is just a tenth of a byte. Take bigger bytes, people. It's not a tenth? Well, I've always heard that like uh what's it called? That a gigabit is 100 megabytes per second. So to me, that's a tenth. Maybe I've been misinformed, but I heard it a lot last night when I was watching all the videos on this stuff. All right. I think these batteries need to be recharged. So let's use some similar but different ones. 8 bits, 1 byte. So it's roughly a tenth. All right. Either way, it's stupid. Why does it exist? Riddle me that. At the very least, could you not have named it something else? And L is not working. Cool. If we press down really hard, it is. Great. Needs to be cleaned, probably. Maybe we'll go back in there and fix that right now. It's only 1 hour into the stream. Okay. Let's look at this guy first. I just cleaned this power switch. Do I just need to... This is the one we cleaned, so I know it's clean. This one's good. Could be screwed down a little better over here. Any other panel gaps? Why did I do such a bad job of screwing this in? I did a terrible job of screwing this. Okay. Yeah. R feels much better now. It felt a little weird. Okay. Whatever. This one's good. We'll try and fix the mother one real quick. It works when you press it down a little hard, so probably just needs a clean because it worked just fine before. I did get the nerds fired up. I do know that it's 1024 for some reason to go up to the next set of bytes. That's stupid. Why? Why does that matter? Why can it not just be 1,000 like the metric system? So I also don't like the metric system either. That's gonna get some people fired up, but okay. It was L. We'll clean both for fun. So what I like to do, take both of these out. And then we're going to use some good old electronic contact cleaner, and we're going to spray it in there. I'm not going to do it over here because it's going to go everywhere. So the side pieces dropped off when I tipped it over. You do have to shake up the contact cleaner. I don't really know why. But yeah. Now that that's in there, let it sit for a second. I'm really glad that I didn't go into any like software engineering or anything like that, because I think this would break my brain. This does break my brain. You've completely lost me on how any of this works. The Imperial system makes way more sense to me. I'm now going to spray. Actually, I can do this here because it's not going to go as crazy. Spray a little alcohol into both of those. I don't think it really needs to be cleaned out with alcohol because we use the contact cleaner. I think the contact cleaner will be safe if it's dried, but I still like to get the alcohol in there, get the toothbrush bang in there, wiggle it around. We're trying to knock any dirt or oxidization off that we can, but it doesn't really matter anyways because the clicky part is underneath where we can't really reach. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some canned air, and apologies for headphone users. You got like 3, 2, 1. All right. Get any dirt to fly out of there that we can. Do it to the other side. But also we want to dry out the alcohol that was in there. We don't want any liquid to stay in there. We'll also just use whatever alcohol is still remaining on this toothbrush to sorry, reading my phone. To get any dust off of the rubber pads here. Not entirely necessary, but if dust was our issue, then probably should get the dust off of these pieces. And then, now everything should be nice and dry and clean and fresh. And by the way, if this doesn't work, I'm probably still going to list it, and I'll just remove the button at a later date. AKA probably later tonight. But I always feel weird or awkward not listing the headlining mod. So, but this should fix it. I'm confident that it will. Okay. The official measurement system of the US is the metric system. I can't think of the words. Not my measurement system. I don't know what it is, but feet, inches makes more sense to me. Miles. I bet you Europeans don't even know how many feet are in a mile. And if any of you say the right number, I'm going to guess that you looked it up on Google. That sound was great. It had an ASMR kind of thing to it. Well, cool. I don't know. Spider-Man Kilometers Morales is your favorite superhero. He's pretty cool. That would be really funny if that's how it went in the in the international version. Like 90 feet. Remy! Come on, man. A 1,000 meters in a kilometer, right? Or is it 100? It's 1,000. Yeah. Because, yeah. If you... Yeah. It's always 1,000 of the one before makes one of the next one, right? Or is it... Does it mix it up sometimes and it's... Oh, at this time it's only 100 of this one. Should probably put the game in, huh? Hallelujah. L works. There are 90 feet in a mile, and I was named after George Washington. Beautiful. Gosh. Dude, it was working better. Alright. I'm not going to replace it right now. There's Avatar The Last Airbender on GBA. Definitely presses better, but it's not right still. Man. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, it's not consistent enough to keep it that way. But it's good enough for me to list it right now, and I will fix it later. We'll peel that. We will take the game out, and we're going to take a picture. We're going to go ahead and list it. Actually, we're going to do it like this. Phone. So, if you're wanting the Mother 3 Game Boy Advance, like I've said about 10 times, I will fix that L button, but for the sake of the stream, I'm going to list it now. So if you want it, if you want to get your hands on it, I'm probably never going to do this Mother 3 one again. If I do, it will almost definitely be boxless. This is the last boxed Game Boy Advance shell that I've got. So, I have to make a new listing here. I was trying to find one with a box, but I can't find that easily. So we're just going to copy a regular UV printed one. There's a link in the description to the website, specifically to the GBA page. It'll probably be towards the bottom, I'm guessing. And then we can... You don't get the batteries, but I'm too lazy to take them out right now. Actually, you know what? I will take the batteries out because I need to take them out anyways. But I also want to flip over the box to this side. And then we can do it like this. Get a little crazy with it. Okay. I don't remember how much I used to charge for the boxes. So we're going to go $209.99. Add one into stock, and it is officially up for sale as of 10 seconds ago for you. Link in the description. It is up for grabs. I'm going to take the Gengar one down since that's not available anymore. It's officially at the post office. Same thing with the multicolor white one. And the lime one too, if I haven't taken that one down. Yeah. Now we can duplicate this one. Put this back in its box. Bye-bye. See you later. Put that over there. And we will get this one ready to go for pictures. If you're wanting this one, I'll list it right now. Again, 10-second delay. I don't know if anybody's... Anytime I say I don't think anybody's going to grab this one that fast, I'm usually wrong. So, why is... Okay, I guess I need to figure out what's going on with this power switch because you saw me clean it. Unless I ended up swapping the other one out. But I'm pretty sure this is the one I cleaned the power switch on. Now I'm not so sure. Anyways. I triple check these before I send them out anyways. Why am I doing it with the game? We don't want the game. It works just fine there. Okay. Too lazy to take the batteries out. Yeah. I need to take the batteries out anyways. I don't know why. I'm like... I normally don't take the battery covers off for these pictures. I like to take the batteries off for a picture because... Or the battery cover off for a picture. Just to show that it is... you don't have to trim if you want to do a battery mod. The middle post is not in there. That was a terrible second picture. I'm going to redo that. It's not centered at all. Okay. And it is now live. I'll get better pictures of these later. Anything that needs to be fixed, we'll fix before shipping out. And my mental capacity is running low. Yes, fixing, selling, plus content is my full-time job. So. That wasn't my joke. I saw it on TikTok. Did I say that? If the lens has 2 peels, that means what? I have had 2 peels on a Game Boy before. I think that was on not necessarily an in-depth tutorial. It was a tutorial, I'm pretty sure. It was some video. It was on the channel. But why peel more satisfying for customer to peel? How dare you deny them that satisfaction? It's because it looks terrible on a picture, and then like I have to list these with a picture, and like this also has like scuffs and scratches and sometimes hairs on them. These are not clean, and then people are like, "Oh, is that on the screen lens?" No, it's the plastic. It's obviously there. I don't know. But because now that I've done these so much, I try to reuse pictures if I can. If they're the exact same look as another one I've done in the past, I will reuse the pictures, and then I will keep the peel. Like the lime one that just went out, that had the peel on it still, but most of the time it doesn't have a peel. I think the Gengar one I kept the peel on too. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong. All right. I don't think I missed anything. Downright spiffy, is that the Konami code? I think so. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah. My my brain battery's dying. I need to recharge. So, an hour and 24 minutes of streaming, 39 people in here, 29 likes, close enough. Apparently you guys just got an ad, or at least some of you did. I swapped over to the YouTube dashboard and it said ad placed. But yeah, that is about it for me. Yeah, let's recap. So on this Friday, the Bai video, the follow-up to the Sendico video, will be live for the members, and then the following week it will be up for everybody else. So if you want to join the members, join the mod squad, you can hit that join button down below. And tomorrow, I'm talking VR on the second channel, I think. Could be wrong. Hold up. Let's double check. I might piss some people off by talking VR. Yep, that's what we're doing. I am... the VR fanboys will not like what I have to say, but it is my honest opinion. And yeah, I'm expecting hate after the 3D TV video. Man, or the 3D gaming video. All right. YouTube Premium. Ad blockers, boo. Boo, we don't like ad blockers. We're a YouTube premium household. But I don't appreciate the joke. Unless it is a joke. You better not be. Use ad blockers. Everybody else. Struggling YouTuber. I'm hurt. I'm offended. Alright. But if you do like DC's joke in the I hardly knew her sense, it's actually I hardly know her, but I will die on that hill. Well, I shouldn't have to die on that hill because I'm just right. I have a shirt, Resistor, I hardly know her. You should check it out, retroremaster.com. But anyways, thank you, Rox. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody with premium because you give me more money. I don't know how that works, but I'll take it. But anyways, that is all for me. If you want either of these Game Boys, they are up for sale. I don't think any of them sold while I've been talking, but I could be wrong. And there's plenty of other stuff on the website right now, retroremastered.com. So anyways, I will see you guys. That was a really bad. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. I'll see you on Tuesday for whatever. VR. VR is not that good. I'm sorry.